we've been very blessed in this church to have several people that have been survivors, and I'm sitting beside one right now that his story is incredible when he goes to tell you his story, and to watch what he has went through, and to cry to answered prayers, and that's all I can tell you, just answered prayers. So that's all I can say for right now. This is Dwayne Little.
Hi. About a year ago, this September, excuse me, I was just having some pain, some abnormal pains and issues. I went to the doctor, and she sent me to get a colonoscopy. And matter of fact, October 6th of last year, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, and that's when I found out it spread, several different places in my body. They removed part of my liver. They removed my appendix. They removed cancer from my bladder. They removed cancer from I want to say there was someplace else. I can't remember for sure, but there was a lot of it. And I scared to death when that happened. So I have a 6-year-old son, and a wonderful wife, and a 20-year-old daughter, and it scared me. We had been looking for a church to begin with, and I just been looking around, went to a few churches, just didn't feel at home. And I was looking, just lived down the road from this church, and I was looking at the church, and I saw something that said Cancer Companions that really caught my eye. So I talked to my wife. She grew up Methodist, I did not. So we decided to try it, and then from day one that we got here, it felt like home. And just having the Cancer Companions here, I met Larry, and I met Pastor Sarah the first day, and I felt like I'd been here forever. So.
Well, I met him after church, and we talked about that. We do things very privately. We don't try to bring it out and broadcast it. So we kind of get them to a side in a room where we can sit down and talk with them about their diagnosis and what's going on, and being in private. The idea of being a companion to somebody, you don't have to go and talk to the whole neighborhood about it, but you talk to that person, and you just let them know that God's going to be there with you, and then you stop and you pray with them and let them know and have the confidence that God is going to be in the midst of this. Whether they can see it right now or not, you see it. The important part is to be able to laugh with them, to be able to cry with them, and to be a real person. I don't care who they are. If you're not real, they'll pick up on that quicker than anything. And you've got to be real to them, and be real and be human, and let them know that you're going to be with them all the way through the struggle, however long that takes, and you'll be with the family. And things are going to work out a lot better than you think they are, because you've made the right choice to come here, and we're going to stick with you. And that's real important, because sometimes people just need something to grab a hold of to get them through a tough time. And if you can let them know that you take my hand, we're going to get through this, that it is a good thing. And like I said, when I met with Dwayne, I didn't say, well, what's your job? What do you do? Didn't do all those things. We just sat down and listened to his diagnosis, and just quietly let him know that we're going to be there with him. And Pastor Sarah was instrumental in praying, and she goes, well, tell me, what can we do? And I gave her a book real quick. Says, you need to get this book and start reading the book a little bit.
Last year around Christmas time, we were going somewhere to look at Christmas lights. And just out of clear blue, I was driving down Route 31, and there was a sign that said, God loves you. And it just popped out of nowhere. It was about this big. And I was like, wait a minute, where'd that come from? And I went back the next day and I couldn't find it. Could not find it. And I told my wife about it. I was like, it's gotta be a sign. It's gotta be. So, that's just one of the many small things, that you just can't explain. Well, Larry was a big part of it. Larry was the biggest part of it. He just, like I said, from day one, like I'd known him forever. And, it was, getting cancer to me was God's way of saying, I'm tired of chasing you. So, I'm going to get you. And he didn't do it for a bad reason. He did it to bring me back.
I'm thankful to call him my brother, and I'm thankful for Cancer Companions and this program that came to our church. God always has a way of working things out for you, and I'm thankful for that.
For more information or to find a Cancer Companion support group near you, visit our website at www.cancer-companions.org.